alatinna ni farol mi beke kan na banko kono c'est en felenti ndunta diamo kono molle beke kan milyalon ko imang dula muta soto dula muta latela wo molle be nyinke kan most of them dulati je dami muta wala molti yem yanke be na faka andi kaka milla molla moyti milyalon ko wolba mol na faka andi ba banko fana na faka so kaiten de comme ça unemployment walon dogu sodo balia banko la tanka bunda aya batandi bakela for instance nata nyi moda min tambita buba jalo for instance mi yalon ko wala be keri atata kam mofa mi yalon ko aketa eka electrician mi yalon ko amenka bala family dorong nafa kam bara banko bile nafa kan and these are people we need in our country. We need people in the TVET sector, and he was one. Ibunjai was one, and you've ended that person's life. It means you've killed a whole generation. So I problem bala nati nambankola security to nina jibe sa senteng mo be manghani mo be basilari ani be fona la kan ndoro e katara silari mo sa dun non kan ayam fa katum fenta bolaji at the end of the day diam ken sa na bekela yunu sam bay felenti mi yafa diamol wulita ko am ay sonno mo courant soto.
That's always a classic.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yesterday, I have seen a video of somebody. Been along. I mean, I think the police only from he was giving a side of fuck.
Yeah, so that was Buba Jallo. So Buba Jallo was the one doing that, and well, but comme ça min bije dorong. Ça fa anya molle ge millialon ko e faro ke bi batamakan. Wala yatinna afana yo science falke bari wo be diam wo mu diam dol fanandi pour kan na justice system o blame aning man sakunda la lon tan kan wala ka bo president fon bulu minka yam fu mol ma milalan ko ke samba kasok ka to moye mo fa ite mansa ntama je ko itala nyanta ko mari ya kada ite tal nyanta ka yam fo mari bari wo mari la mol wala nyanta ka yam fo ning ayatara moye problème so do banko la tema etolom banko la nyaton ko fine is okay no bar wo fon ko dol bijele milliard ko ni moyo ke banko la wo mari fon nyanta ka faale mi bije ko banko la ko banko la naflo sunya ni atara mari treason leke coup d'état wasi falte mi bi nya iso mari fin bar kam mi banko la fon sunya just mi mbake kan chena just not lengo go mole publication doje chena somebody sentenced to death for money laundering, for bribes. So almost 2 billion, I think. Yes, so what a BJ right now. This Buba Jallo and Yunus Ambai's case, Mulba Diamukang. But very soon it will be brushed to the carpet. Nothing will come out of it. Gale, thank you very much. You go there as well. Huh? So comes up, murder has become so normal in the country to an extent that people will do it and work freely. In fact, the court, with a very arrogant manner, fucking the whole country, spewing garbage from your mouth. So, I mean, waka yitan le comme ça banko ay doko bala soto kake molla tanka bundala dal yeah
abaka bakar ngalon ko murdering and so have become the game of the day in the Gambia now. For security le failed tabang, for masakunda le failed tabang. But that part I blame our parliamentarians because ngalong any policy from along ko masakunda right or right soto parliamentary rights will pre you challenge no. So abol kono masakunda ka men pardon always. Ye rights will pre you finko ni ya challenge. Yes, ga kuntra ka okay. Nin category say will pardon no say blanole. But this other category man rights to call bula. Wani yabla masakunda wanyama mumu ase lefa kama bula yubula. This thing will continue. Mo kele mo fal bi so na benga betama e commence la bula.
Yeah, to nyale muti. Yalong Mansala position is very political. To an extent that ate fengo feng bata nafala wala fengo feng bata la mansa ya samanola. Ani atara ka silon ka mo fa ka kesadati. Mo sifal bijele mi nan koy bokela. Ma fo baro bitanga be mo fala ke sadati bari mansal dol mu leti milyalon ko wosa jareno ye.
That is in fact it's part of the theories, Machiavellian theories.
Thank you. So ninata prerogative of mercy, the pardon in power from the president, well, is constitutional, but the manner in which it happens in the country is not constitutional, but it is political. Because you pardon people, the public is not aware of the people you pardon. Yeah, that is rubbish. Now, what about if those people are criminals and the public is not aware of pardoning those people and they go and do the same menace and havoc in the country?
And I heard that
because
there is this guy that he pardoned, and on his way going back to Yarasoma, he was trying to steal.
Yeah, he was trying to steal.
Yes. And he was caught stealing, and then sent to mile 2. Then he was pardoned. On his way back to Yarasoma, he was trying to steal a phone, mobile phone in the car.
He was caught stealing. So it's unfortunate. So because yes, if you pardon such a person, people in the community should be aware so that they'll be vigilant and meticulous about that person. That this person is forgiven. We all have to be meticulous now. He's in the community, he's in the society, he's in the country, so and so and so.
Do you even think
the serial
be even giving pardon?
No. Depending on the nature of the crime the person might have committed. The serial rapist and the murderer, the Jaju guy. Even looking at the face, you would know such people do not even have mercy. If these people, if you look at their face, you would know that this one is a certified criminal. Their faces do not even give hope, nor do they even lay a smile on people when they see them. And those are the kind of people you would permit because of political reasons. And if the public demands the list of those pardonees, you don't also give it to them. In fact, that compromises what we call legitimacy. That is not legitimacy. If people are being imprisoned and they should be forgiven, yes, we know that it is a power from the parliament. Yes, you're right. Parliament has a whole lot of power to do and a whole lot of responsibility to do. To me alone, the issue of pardoning power should be out of it. Left to me, yes, it should be out of it. And in fact, should it happen, conditions should be laid. Yes, you are right. There are conditions on the pardoning power. The parliament should approve it. But I doubt whether the parliament even approves. Does the parliament even peruse the list of the pardonees? Does the parliament even know the nature of the crimes committed by these people before being pardoned? The parliament does not have any power to those things. And in fact, surprisingly, the prison officers will not even know the crime that these people have committed until they are pardoned. Billahi wal kitabi, some of the prison officers.
Yes.
Obviously, evidences have been presented that in prison, the officers, they don't know the people who are pardoned. They will doubt whether such a person has been pardoned by the president or not. And they will not even know the crime that the person has committed. It's a tragedy for the country. And such people will come back to the society, do similar garbage.
Or more than that.
Thank you very much. If examples were set from inception, the issue of Lamarana Jallo's case, we've seen from the court that it will start from afresh. And exactly an incident that occurred in 2022. I think yes, 2022.
Yes, 6 years later.
Yes, Lamarana Jallo. So, and there are so many murder cases happening in the country, and justice is not serving properly. Because these are somebody killed a person. The person goes to mile 2, walks freely in mile 2, drinks the water sponsored by the state, eats food sponsored by the state, and the person he or she killed is in the grave. The families are mourning, and the person is drinking water from the state money, is eating food from the state money. At the end of the day, you forgive that individual. Is that justice?
Back to the society.
Thank you very much. It is not, absolutely. So the parliament has a role to play in making sure that there are stringent rules and policies to make sure that nobody does things summarily. Everything has to be based on majority, but the majority of our parliament is tantamount to an entity. Thank you very much. Democracy, at times I insult democracy. There is nothing like decision making in the parliament. Let me tell you one thing for free. It is a year there has not been any adjourning debate in the parliament. Billahi wal kitab, no debate for a whole year. For a whole year, no debate in the parliament. Just not long ago, before they had the recession, now they are in recession until September 1st. From August 1st to September 1st, parliament will be on recession break, vacation. Before they went for recession, a member of the parliament brought a bill for debate. Guess what happened? 21 voted against, said there should not be any debate. Only 12 people voted for, if I could remember properly.
That's what they are.
And thank you very much. Here you have not debated on anything. A member of the parliament had to tell me that, do you know why we did not debate? I told him why. He said, because there are so many present issues. The ruling government norms would not want us to be blasting them because there are so many issues happening in the country. And is that logical? Are they there to serve the party, or are they there to serve the interests of the people?
Yeah, they have to serve the
Thank you very much. So the parliament has